What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're live to both for the stream on Wednesday, and it seems like some cards have dropped, so I'm gonna live react, and not only live react, haven't got a chance to read these, I'm gonna get to react to you all's reactions on these, and what you guys think as well. Always enriching my content, so let's see what we've got, and the first card is a Nemesis. I did know some of the typings that got updated thanks to you guys. This is Nemesis Keystone, but I have no clue what it does. It's an Earth Rock, a very good typing coming up, level 1 700. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. You can target one of your banished monsters except Nemesis Keystone. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, shuffle the target into the deck. So you kind of get something back for what you're committing as a resource. It seems okay, and at least it doesn't have to be an on-summon or anything. During the end phase, if this card is currently banished and was banished this turn, you can add it to your hand. Oh, self-recycling! It's a little something for later. That seems a bit slow, but the deck does have back and forth with the Nemesis. It's not just like, you know, all at once it's all over. You have these cards that are meant to more so control, so another typing, another card. This is pretty good overall. I like where it's going. Next up, we have Megalith Pull. This is an Earth Rock ritual effect, a level 2 500/2000. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. If this card is ritual summoned, you can target one ritual monster in your graveyard. This card's level becomes the same as that monster's, then add the target to the hand. Well, that's pretty free. It's not the biggest attack or anything to brag about. During the main phase quick effect, you can ritual summon a Megalith ritual monster from your hand or deck by attributing the monsters you control or have in your hand whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual summon. So another enabler here. It is a quick effect to note, so even on your opponent's turn during the main phase. That's quick ritual summoning, huh?
Usually
that's
all
a doozy.
Megaliths get you free tributes during your opponent's turn. So this right here is just like, I got you, bruh. I got you.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, I need to revisit the Megaliths. This archetype intrigues me more and more. Now, this is what I've been waiting for, boys. I've been waiting for this. This is a Link Ancient Warrior. The Ancient Warriors are getting a lot more support in this set, and I'm excited to see where it goes. It's very budget right now on market. This is Ancient Warrior Allies Shuanglong. Wind Beast Warrior. 1100 only, even though they've got that Fierce Warrior on the field. Bottom left, bottom right, good arrows. 2 Beast Warrior monsters, including a Wind Ancient Warrior monster specifically. You can use this card's name's first and third effects once per turn each. That's how you know it's good. It's got 3 effects, right? If this card is link summoned, add an Ancient Warrior card from your deck to your hand. Oh, baby, that is pretty good. Ancient Warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, so he's really a 1600 because it's everybody. Quick effect, you can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target a face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Quick effect? Okay, this is freaking good. So while you need to commit a win specifically, when he's link summoned, you get another resource to hand. He's a quick bounce at the cost of any card, not Ancient Warrior locked, and he boosts everybody. This is a team player. I really like where this went. Wow, this is good for the deck. No, it's not Kieran. This can be targeted and destroyed. But for a Link 2, this is pretty dang insane. This is, I've been saying they need a Link monster, and this is almost exactly what they needed.
What makes this even better is that this one specifies wind. Ancient Warriors have fire, wind, and water, so that means that there might be 2 more Links coming along to help us out.
That's true. Next up, we have a field spell for the Deep Sea. This is Magellancia, the Deep Sea City. And this is always treated as Yumi. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those, boys. When this card is activated, you can place 1 water monster from your deck on top of your deck. Well, we know that they do have some digging power. Once per turn, you can target a water monster you control, increase its level by 1 or 2 until the end of this turn. Level modulation is pretty important for them. Once per turn, if a water synchro monster is special summoned to your field during your main phase, so the Deep Sea Grill, you can look at your opponent's hand, and if you do banish a card, they didn't need more. Oh my god. Until the end phase. So it's extra help at ripping up your opponent's hand and getting specific cards in order to decide what you're going to take care of with her once she leaves the field, once you just synchro her away for an Omega. Holy heck. That's pretty good.
5th Umi, by the way. This is
Yeah, Umi by the, why not? Just this is we're in the ocean. It is the ocean. All the okay, I was worried for this set at first. Rise of the Duelist, I was a little worried at first.
Long. Hey.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I was worried for the set when it started off with the kind of almost Duelist pack-like reveals of the Gaia stuff. We've got some great updates so far. Oh, we've got an Ancient Warriors continuous spell here. Send this card to the graveyard during your second standby phase after activation, so it's going to last kind of a while. Once per turn, you can flip a coin. Oh, no, no, no. And if the result is head, send this card to the graveyard. Once per turn, you can flip a coin. What? If this card is sent to the graveyard from the spell and trap zone, you can activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to Ancient Warrior activations. Also, all Ancient Warrior effect monsters you control gain this effect. When this card declares an attack, destroy a card your opponent controls. So you want it to go to the graveyard with the spell and trap zone, which isn't the hardest thing in the world to do. It even has an effect to flip a coin itself. Don't some of the cards in the archetype like to send the cards from the spell and trap to the graveyard to get effects? Isn't that a thing?
There are several that can do that, especially to like search and whatnot.
So it's just like if you didn't happen to have that, flip a coin. Maybe you could do it on its own.
This is
a you can't respond to me card. That's very interesting.
Yeah, something to help you start your stuff off, so that way your opponent can't Ash Blossom you.
Wow, this is an interesting card. I wonder if it's worth the -1 to be non-responded to the entire time versus the consistency that this deck currently offers. This is one to kind of theorio with and look forward to. Next up, we got Shaddoll, another Shaddoll trap. Oh my gosh, Shaddoll Look. A continuous trap card. You can use this card's first effect once per turn. During the main phase, you can fusion summon a Shaddoll monster from your extra deck while we have the quick play fusion by banishing monsters you control or have in the graveyard as materials. I like that. Free resources. Then you can send one monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as the summoned monster to the graveyard. So you have all of those access with Shadolls. The special summon monster cannot attack directly. Oh no, no direct attacks for all the advantage I got. It's probably a fusion you can link up and get Shaddoll fusion with the next turn. Wow, that's actually a pretty good trap card for them. And we know that the traps are also recurable, right? Can't they get Shaddoll spells and traps, so this would be recyclable with the fusions, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, all the Shaddoll spell traps that actually list Shaddoll and the name can be recurred by the fusions.
And this has Shaddoll at the beginning of the name. Non-targeting as well, they say. Yeah, you can send one monster. Non-targeting removal on top. That's a good Shaddoll trap card. Is that Dark Magician in the picture, by the way? What is that?
That looks Evil Swarm Kirkion Shaddoll version. Shaddoll Chaos.
Yeah, but what it looks like what's in the forefront looks very Dark Magician-ish.
No, that's the strings being taken off.
Huh.
The strings no longer puppet me.
Oh no. That's very interesting overall. Makes Souls even better now? Yes, it is a spellcaster deck. You're not wrong. Out of all these reveals, the Shaddoll at the end here is very surprising. I was expecting to read and be disappointed, kind of like a lot of the structure. They are doing that with these decks lately.
Name just got updated.
From the Hidden Arsenal-like stuff to the others, it feels like DLC is getting put in the core sets instead of in the original products, and maybe they're gauging reactions. They're like, oh, did we not do enough? Here you go, maybe this will help you. And it gives you reasons to look at the core sets for the side supports. It's a really smart mixing of products, and I don't necessarily mind it, depending on what it is and how they do it. Non-short prints, please. Eternity Code not supposed to have any, and so you would assume this set wouldn't either. Rares are going to be gone. All this is so interesting. I really like the update to the Ancient Warriors. I would probably consider having yours while everything's $1 to $2 for the Ultras right now. It looks like they're going to give it a serious look, and like my friend Kale here said, they might be making different attribute links in the future. That would be kind of a smart bet, actually. Everything's getting little pieces, little bits. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of mistook this for an Adamantia at the very beginning when I was reading the banish things, and I was like, oh, and they're acting. Nemesis do obviously banish a lot too, and I caught it by the time I was reading the second effect. But the Nemesis archetype, it's shaping up very nicely as an engine more so than a deck, I feel. And it'll be really cool to see what it mixes with. But yeah, these reveals, everything's great. Everything's good. I'm very happy with the direction all of it is heading, and this gives me a lot more faith in the core set than those initial reveals for Rise of the Duelists. Any final thoughts, guys?
I'm happy for more lore, pretty much, but I'm also just like, God damn it, another Umi. Lord.
Another Umi? Okay, I'm always okay seeing another one. I can't like say that I ever tire of seeing underwater metropolises that have cool stuff going on. It does add lore because we know the deep sea stuff is around the Lost City, so maybe this is before the city becomes lost or something. It'll be interesting to see how that develops. I'm saying interesting a lot, by the way. I'm catching myself on that.
This seems like it's before the Mermail City, actually, because the Mermail City is up on land. Meanwhile,
well, it gets shoved up. It's like an earthquake that shoves it up, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, more Umi lore, which is weird.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining for this video, and if you were live, a special thanks to you. Subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy the conversation. I enjoy having people on Open Chat to come join and talk. Obviously, you guys enrich my content more than anything, and I'm able to bounce off of you and not be in an echo chamber with myself when I think about cards, and I do appreciate that. So, thanks for joining, everybody.